Hey everybody, welcome back to Walking with Jesus Daily. This is the recording for day 306, as I can't believe how close we are getting to some major things happening as we read through. One of those major things happening right now in John is this prayer that Jesus prays, and today we're finishing that prayer up in John chapter 17, starting in verse 20 and reading through the rest. And this is some precious scripture because of the first sentence. And we'll get into that in just a moment. I hope that you guys have had time to pray today, to really pray. We're with was with someone last night doing a Bible study, and let me just try to encourage you. You may not feel comfortable doing a Bible study. You may not know where to start. You may not feel comfortable leading somebody to Jesus. You may not. I don't know where you are in the stage that you are in life. But you can give somebody a hug. I heard something really sad last night as I was giving somebody a hug. It said, "Nobody hugs me." And they weren't saying it like, "Don't hug me." They were saying it like, "I just can't believe that I could receive a hug." And I'm still kind of blown away by it. Can I encourage you and remind you that it's the smallest displays of love that you can show another person that can often be the most memorable. It's the smallest displays of love that can change the way somebody remembers a night or a day, or the way something went, or just any number of things. It takes very little to be kind and to love another person. It takes very little effort to show that someone else matters. I've been thinking a lot lately about this joy that Jesus speaks of, and what incredible joy it is that he had. We read, it never made sense before, the joy that he had to go to the cross. And you always sit there and think, you're like, what insanity is this? What joy Jesus had to go to the cross. I believe it's in Hebrews, but don't quote me on that, or I am quoted forever now in recording, but you get what I'm saying. The joy that Jesus had and what he wants us to have is this joy of this obedience to the Father. The joy of pleasing the Father. I just think that's amazing, and that's a joy that I would like to truly experience. The joy that says the joy that says, I'll suffer any cost and consider it joy because it's in obedience to the Father. Jesus prayed that joy came over the disciples. And that's just kind of stuck with me, and I hope that we can share in that joy. So we'll pick up here in verse 20, where we've kind of left off. He told them, if we back up here to 15, he says, I do not ask that you take them out of the world, but that you keep them from the evil one. They're not of the world, just as I am not of the world. Sanctify them in the truth. Your word is truth. As you sent me into the world, so I have sent them into the world. And for their sake, I consecrate myself, that they also may be sanctified in truth. I do not ask for these only, but also for those who will believe in me through their word. What are we reading right now? Their word. Are you a believer? Yes. Put that together. I do not ask for these only, but also for those who will believe in me through their word. You stop and think for 1 second that Jesus, being all-knowing, you think for 1 second that he knew in that moment that you were going to be a believer, and that he's adding you into this prayer. I don't ask for these only. He's referring to what he's already spoken of. I don't ask for these only, but also for those who will believe in me through their word. What word? The word of truth. That they may all be one. All. Just as you, Father, are in me, and I in you, that they also may be in us, so that the world may believe that you sent me. How important is it for us to be unified? It's so that the world may believe that you have sent me. How important is it to be unified? It's so that Jesus just literally says, just as you, Father, are in me and I in you, that they may be in us. Yes, please. The glory that you have given me, I have given to them. That they may be one, even as we are one. The glory that you have given me, I have given to them. This oneness, this unity, look at how he's speaking of it. He says, I in them and you in me. So I live in them and you live in me. Do you see the glory that we're talking about now? That they may become perfectly one, so that the world may know that you sent me and loved them even as you loved me. Father, I desire that they also, whom you have given me, may be with me where I am, to see my glory that you have given me because you loved me before the foundation of the world. O righteous Father, even though the world does not know you, I know you, and these know that you have sent me. I made known to them your name, and I will continue to make it known, that the love with which you have loved me, listen, the love with which you have loved me may be in them, and I in them. How can we read this and believe anything other than what Jesus is praying for us? That's what just took place here. Now I'm going to read this through the Passion Translation and the Amplified Version. And I want you to just think for a second that Jesus, who is loved by the Father and glorified by the Father, before the foundation was set for any part of what is created around us, for all of that. That's the Jesus we're talking about. In us, and the Father in him. How special does that make you? If Christ wants to be in you and the Father is in him, what are your limitations? Your limitations can only be you. What you've decided to set as your limitation. Your faith. All right. Passion Translation. And I ask not only for these disciples, but also for those who will one day believe in me through their message. I pray for them all to be joined together as one, even as you and I, Father, are joined together as one. I pray for them to become one with us so that the world will recognize that you sent me. See, Jesus here is praying for the church. Jews, non-Jews, male, female, believers. For the very glory you have given to me, I have given to them, so that they will be joined together as one and experience the same unity that we enjoy. How is that possible? This unity that believers are experiencing, the glory of God that Jesus has given to us. As us being one with him and one with God through faith and belief in Jesus, this glory is now shared with us. That we experience the same unity that Jesus and the Father enjoy. He says, you live fully in me, and now I live fully in them. This may be difficult to understand the concept, but listen to the words that Jesus is speaking. You live fully in me. The Father lives fully in the Son. And now I, Jesus, live fully in them. So if within us is Jesus, and within Jesus is the Father, what does that make us? So that they will experience perfect unity, and the world will be convinced that you have sent me. For they will see that you love each of them with the same passionate love that you have for me. How do you feel towards another believer when they're filled with the Spirit of Jesus, who is fully filled with the Spirit of God? How could there be arguments or dissensions among believers when Jesus literally prays for our unity? How can the world be convinced that Jesus is the Son of God when there's not unity? How can you fathom or understand a passionate love from God like God has for Jesus? It says, Father, I ask that you allow everyone that you have given to me to be with me where I am. In oneness with you, getting ready to come and be with you forever. Then they will see my full glory, the very splendor you have placed upon me, because you have loved me even before the beginning of time. Gives me goosebumps again. You are my righteous Father. But the unbelieving world has never known you in the perfect way that I know you. And all those who believe in me also know that you have sent me. I have revealed to them who you are, and I will continue to make you even more real to them, so that they may experience the same endless love that you have for me. For your love will now live in them, even as I live in them. Your love will now live in them. Does the love of God live in you? Does Jesus live in you? Last version here, Amplified. This is such a powerful prayer. I was talking with Matt last night just about prayer, and so there's just nothing more powerful that he's experienced than a couple of God-fearing men getting together to just stop and pray, to just talk about what's going on, to be real with one another, and then just to pray. To get on your knees before a holy God and pray. Amplified reads like this. It's our last go of it, and then it's yours. It's going to be hard. I'm going to assume that's going to be hard for you not to want to read these words every day. I would encourage you to read these words every day. We're talking about the literal words of Jesus. We're talking about a prayer that he prayed for you. I'm a blessed person because every day there is someone who messages me every morning with an encouraging devo and a prayer. And I get to have that every day. I know no matter what happens in my days, that one person has already prayed for me. We need to pray for one another. We need to pray this prayer, what Jesus is praying for one another. I do not pray for these alone. It is not for their sake only that I make this request. And he's talking about what he's already prayed. But also for all those who will ever believe and trust in me through their message, that they all may be one. He's praying that all of us, all believers, become unified. That they trust this message that we're reading and we become one. Just as you, Father, are in me and I in you, that they also may be in us, so that the world may believe without any doubt that you sent me. I just feel like praying this over and over and over again. He says the word us, that you or me can be joined to him, to them, to be included in us. For the purpose of the world believing, not for our faith. If you need to be joined to the Father or be able to do some kind of miracle or whatever to believe, forget about it. But there are those who need to know and who need to see. Who can believe in Christianity when it's broken? When there's 10 churches down one road, all with different beliefs, but they say they worship the same God through the same Son. I have given to them the glory and honor which you have given me, that they may be one just as we are one. I in them, you in me, that they may be perfected and completed into one, so that the world may know without any doubt that you sent me and that you have loved them just as you have loved me. Does Jesus feel unloved because of what he's about to go and experience and do? No. Should you feel unloved when things don't go your way? No. If you die to yourself, and it is Jesus who lives in you, do you realize that the Father is in him? and that who is coursing through your veins is the very Creator that made you. And if this isn't seen, how can anybody believe? And how can anybody believe if they don't do? Father, I desire that they also, whom you have given to me as your gift to me, may be with me where I am, so that they may see my glory, which you have given me, because you loved me before the foundation of the world. Imagine being in that place where Jesus ascends into heaven in front of his believers. He's standing in front of you, giving you final instruction, and then he just begins to float to the sky. O just and righteous Father, although the world has not known you and has never acknowledged you and the revelation of your mercy, yet I have always known you. And these believers know without any doubt that you sent me. And I have made your name known to them and will continue to make it known, so that the love with which you have loved me may be in them, overwhelming their heart, and I may be in them. The world refuses to acknowledge your mercy, Father, your incredible love. The world refuses to realize or to consider that they need a Savior. And those very, very few believers that are out there, are we really acting like believers? Are we really acting like that you are everything, that you're everything that we need? Are we really acting, living, not acting, are we really living a life that says you are everything? I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to ask you to just spend some time in prayer like this, like we just read for 2 straight days, a prayer of Jesus to the Father in his incredible, incredible love to us. The oneness that he wants with us, the glory, the love that he just wants to overwhelm us with. And then I want you to go into your homes or into your workplace or into wherever is next and whatever is next. And I want that love that you just prayed, that unity that you just prayed, to overwhelm you completely. Just to completely overwhelm you and pour out of you in a way that maybe never has before. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.